Imagine yourself to be a 15-year-old girl, full of life and vigor, in a dreamy and magical world of Barbie dolls to marriage halls. And then, suddenly, one day, you are kidnapped. You cannot do anything to protect yourself. A very good morning to all the concerned guests and Toastmasters. Every girl has a heart and a brain, just like any other man. But then somebody, someday, decides to traffic her, force her, and traumatize her every single day, making her life miserable. Trafficking is a gross violation of human rights. It is a highly volatile form of organized crime and an ongoing nightmare, especially for women. Today, I will talk to you about Vinita. Yes, I will use my name today because what have we been doing for these innocent, nameless victims? Ignoring the huge, outrageous cries of anger and pain? Let us take an instance of someone named Vinita who was lured by the false promises of getting an employment, but ultimately ended up being whipped and beaten every single day. She was tortured, but nobody paid heed to her helpless state. No one could hear her painful cries. The offense became more gruesome when the tormentor had cut her tongue, only for her to be a mute piece of flesh till the time he found a better option. It happens with a wife. It happens with a daughter. It happens with a mother. It happens with a sister. It happens with a 5-month-old girl. It happens with a college-going student. Sometimes in the four boundaries of her own home. Sometimes by her relatives. Sometimes by a drunken driver. And sometimes by a group of men looking for some macho action. But if you think that being trafficked is the worst a person can go through, think again. For after the heinous crime, the victim is in a traumatized state, completely ostracized from all her near and dear ones. This process of secondary victimization is a far brutal assault on the psyche of the victims. The institutions which are meant to help the victims end up doing the opposite. Worse, they do it consciously and consensually. The relatives who are meant to help the victims end up blaming the victims instead. Instead of blaming the tormentor, we find reasons of trafficking. Why did she wear that kind of a dress? Why was her makeup so inviting? Why did she go there? Why does she work on a night shift? Why does she talk to boys? It must be her fault. I am appalled. I am appalled at this tragic state of affairs. I am in for a change. I am in for a change in which the victim is treated in a society. I am in for a change in which the tormentor is brought to books. I am in for a change in which the institutions who help these victims do their job. Let us take an oath today, right here, of not victimizing the victims and give them a reason to live. We need to start somewhere, so Let us start here at Toastmasters and victimize the tormentor instead. Let all people know that no one could escape the clutches of law after committing such a horrific crime. Let all people know that there should be swift delivery of justice. Let all people know that it is safe for one and all, 24/7, anytime, anywhere, any day. Let every Vinita who has been victimized live a normal life. Because she has the right to live peacefully, just like you and me.